What is up, guys? My name's Tori, aka Rebel from Unseen Plays, and today I'm going to share with you some tips so that you can get more opportunities from music blogs who actually want to share your music. So let's go ahead and get into it. What's really great about my perspective on this subject is that I am a music blog owner and I get submissions every single day. So what I'm about to share with you is really relevant if you want to get more yeses, more music blogs saying yes to your submissions when you submit your music. Now, I'm not going to go into why you should submit to music blogs. If you want more information on the why, there's a link in the description below that you can check out. I wrote a whole blog article on this, but it's really important when you're going to release music, and I share that with you through this blog, so go ahead and check that out. It's a complete free resource for you. So the first thing you need to do when you're submitting your music to music blogs for, let's say, music reviews, interviews, some type of feature on their website. For example, if you were to come to me, I would want you to follow the procedures. I would want you to head to the submission page, read what's on there, and to just follow the process that I take for submission. Something I will note is that every single blog has a different process, a different procedure. So what you might find on my website, on my submission page, might be very different from someone else. For example, I've gone on some music blogs for my own music projects. Yes, I am an artist. I do music. So not only do I have the perspective of a music blog, I also have the perspective of an artist. I've been on websites where they want you to submit through Submit Hub, Groover, MusoSoup. You know, they use certain tools for submissions sometimes. I personally don't. I allow people to just submit through my online form, and if I like the music, then I will say hell yes. If I'm not really digging it, then I will reply and give feedback. I'm just always super surprised by how often I see artists and bands submit to my website at Unseen Plays, and they don't provide the things that I'm asking for. And I specifically put on there, hey, you would make my life so much better if you provide your EPK, if you provide a press release, if you provide a link to your actual single. I'm so shocked by how many submissions I get where they don't provide the essential stuff. You know, like, I think if you're trying to make a career out of your music, if you want to make it and you want to look professional, I think these are just the basic things that you should have as an artist or as a band. Have an EPK ready, have your press release ready, have all those links that they might ask for. And if they're asking you to submit in a certain way, just follow what they're asking for, and believe it or not, we will find that like so awesome. I mean, I find that so respectful, and I actually encourage artists to do this because I will most likely say yes to you if you just do this one thing. Just follow what the website says about submission. Number 2 is all about press releases. So this is another shocker for me because as an artist, I've always known that I have to have my EPK ready. I have to have my press release ready when I submit my music to music blogs. And I find it so shocking that I get a lot of submissions without a press release. And I do work with MusoSoup as well for my blog. You know, I see how awesome that platform is when it comes to providing when I'm looking at submissions that I might find interesting and want to write about. I love when they provide a press release. I love when I can have an EPK because it makes my life easier, because then I know a little bit more about you as an artist or as a band, and I know more about this song that you just released. You know what I mean? I hate getting songs without the lyrics. I hate getting songs without that press release. I want to know more about you. And if I know more about you, I'm going to like you a little bit more. And I don't know if you've ever heard that before, but there's this saying like, you have to be likable, right? And honestly, I want to know more about you. If I don't know anything about you and you just send me a track, I'm probably not gonna be interested, because at a human level, okay, I'm a human being. I want to get to know you, period. Third on the list is send your best music. Send your best single out when you're going to submit music. You might have, a latest track, but I would go with latest track that is probably your best piece yet, okay? If you send off tracks that just aren't hitting the mark, then you most likely won't get replies and you most likely won't get that submission, okay? That's the reality of it. For me, I think the song is everything. I think that I need to be moved by it. I think it needs to sound great. Like the recording has to be like spot on. There has to be something that like differentiates you from all the tracks that I get. Like for example, I get a lot of pop punk tracks, but they all tend to sound the same. And sometimes when they sound the same, I get a little bored and I'm looking for that one thing in the song that kind of pops out and again moves me. So send your best track. Try to differentiate yourself in some way or form as an artist or band. Send your track to your family, to your friends, put it on your social media, get feedback for that track, and just get an outside perspective and just make sure that that's your best work. All right, so those were my 3 tips for you if you want to get more yeses from music blogs and stuff like that. If you have music that you want to submit to Unseen Place, please feel free to. I actually enjoy going through all the submissions that go through my forums. Obviously, go check out the submit page so that you can get more information and details of my process and how I go through that. Now, what I will tell you though is that I get hundreds of submissions like every week, and I'm very picky about who I pick to showcase. So again, feel free to send your music. There's no guarantee. If you want a guaranteed spot, there are some options on there that you can check out. If you have any tips or anything like that for other artists and bands, any thoughts on this topic, feel free to comment below, drop it. I'm sure other artists will find it helpful, other bands. And that is all for today. I hope to make more videos like this, so make sure to give me a follow. Make sure to like this video to bump it up so that other artists and bands can find it. Other than that, that's it. And again, go check out unseenplace.com if you're looking for a music blog to review your music.